All right, so this is a video that kind of gets you familiar with Pearson if you've never used it before. Right now, I'm on the home screen, and what it's going to do is it's going to put a calendar up here. There is nothing due in August, so you're not going to see anything here. But if I go to the next month, you'll see these little blue circles, which represent a homework assignment that is due. So you can then click on that, and it's going to tell you which homework assignment it is, when it is due, what your score currently is, and how many questions it is. So I can open the homework from here. If I'm on the course homepage, I can also open it through Blackboard, or I can open it through the assignments tab over here. You'll see all the questions. You'll see how many points each problem is worth, and you can start anywhere. Once you are inside of a question, there are some things I want to point you to. So all of your help tools are going to be on the bottom here. And depending on the type of question is going to depend on the type of help that is available to you. So this one has a help option of taking you to the textbook, opening up StatCrunch, which is something we'll use once we get to chapter 3. And Ask My Instructor is how you can send the problem to me if you're struggling, and I can get back to you. So some things that you can do here, let's just say I don't know what it is. I'm going to check my answer. One or more is incorrect. So I can try some other ones. I get multiple attempts on each question. Now, I do know what the actual answer is, but I'm going to show you here what is wrong. So this one says final check, a statistic is a numerical sample of a summary, and a parameter is the numerical sample of a population. Now, it lets me try the problem again. So if I click try again, I can now go and fix my answer, and you'll see that this is going to change up here to correct points. Once I get the problem correct, it will now show I have all the points for the problem, and it'll show a green check mark on the side here. As you work through some of these problems, you may get some other helpful tools here, like Help Me Solve This, which is going to walk you through step by step. View an Example is going to show you a similar problem step by step. And if there are more helpful tools, you can use this. Some of them have videos attached to them. So you can open the video and you're going to see a problem worked out for you. And then hopefully that will help you then be able to answer the question. But again, every question, if you get it wrong, you have the option after you're done to redo that question. And you can do that multiple times. That is built into the system to allow you many attempts to be able to get the best score possible. This is why I do not offer extra credit in this class, because it's built into these assignments. It is not just a, you try one time, your score is your score. On these, you can very easily spend your time, do the problems again, get them correct, and earn your points. Now, it will auto-save everything as you're going here. And you'll see your total score up at the top here. Some of these are click and drag. So if you are not using Google Chrome, is the most supported, I believe, for this, you're not going to get these problems to work. You are trying to use Safari, not going to work. So these are ones we have to click and drag, and you'll see the box highlight where it is able to be dropped in. Again, I'm just placing these wherever at this point in time, so you can see how that one would work. So please make sure you're using Google Chrome. You can do the browser web check inside Pearson to make sure that it's going to run everything for you. Otherwise, like I said, some of these are not going to work very well for you. So let's say you're done. You can click save or not. It will keep your score. And what I want you to realize is that the Pearson program is going to keep your score right here. It will also send that score to Blackboard, but it is not immediate. I get students every year that as soon as they finish the assignment, they go to Blackboard and they say, Pearson shows me I got a 90% on it, but Blackboard shows I have a 40%. Can you fix it? The systems communicate, but it is not immediate. So please just give the system an hour or so to communicate. It will update your score correctly and there will be no issues. Also, look here. There's 50% deducted from questions completed after the due date. I used to never allow late homework. Now you can earn 50%. I know it's still not full credit, but it is some credit if you do not complete the assignment in time. Other things I want to point you to, your ebook is over here, your e-text contents. You can pick your chapter. You can click to open the e-text here. It'll show you how to get the app on your phone if you want to be able to view your textbook on your phone. You've got your grade book. There are videos and resources here for you as well. So if you are working on chapter 1, I can click on chapter 1. I want all selections and I want to see everything you have possible for me. So you'll see here, really, you're going to want to look for the videos. And most of what we're going to do is either by hand or by StatCrunch. So depending on the problem, if it has a StatCrunch, you will probably do it that way. Otherwise by hand or with the use of a calculator. It'll show you your textbook here. And then these are just some other instructional videos, examples of how you do all the different concepts. So if you need another explanation, a different explanation of any of the concepts we covered, this is where you can go as well. All right. There is also a little classroom notes section. So if you want to go in here and get extra notes for chapter 1, you can see all the extra resources, images. Some of the images that I have on my PowerPoints are also right here. Some of the examples could be the same examples, or they're just additional practice, and also all of your terms and definitions and things you need to know. That's another resource you have. We also have, you're going to have StatCrunch, which, like I said, we will get to. That is our technology software. So the way I run this class is very little of this is done by hand. I will show you formulas and then show you how to do them in StatCrunch. And I want you to use StatCrunch. I want you to use the technology to get your answer, but then be able to explain what that answer means. Okay, so quick review. In your assignments, you have multiple attempts on those assignments. You can redo them. There are helpful things built in, such as the textbook, view an example, help me solve this, watch a video. And if all those things don't help you, you can email me the problem. You also have your e-text here. You have all sorts of videos, PowerPoints, note sheets, additional helpful tools here as well. You've got classroom notes. There's a student activity workbook. We're not going to use that, but if you want to look around, please do. And then our StatCrunch is going to be down here. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Do know that Pearson is a little bit of a stickler. So if it is asking for you to round a specific way, double check your rounding. If it says 2 decimals and you put 3, it is going to mark it wrong. So please make sure you're reading all your problems carefully. Go back and fix the ones you got wrong so that you can be as successful as possible in this class. One other thing to note is if you open an assignment, and at this point I only have this score, it will eventually transfer that over to Blackboard. It doesn't mean that that's your final score. It just means that that's what it's pulled to date. You have until the due date to go back in and complete for full credit. After the due date, you can still go back in and look at the assignment. You can still improve your score. Make sure you click improve score and not just like review and practice. and that will continue to then earn you points, and we'll transfer that over. If you happen to open an assignment and complete nothing, because I know this happens by chance. I accidentally clicked this one. I went in here. Oh my goodness, I'm on the wrong assignment. I haven't done this yet, so I need to close this. I need to open the correct assignment. What it's going to think is that you started this assignment and you've done none of it. So it's going to show me that I have 0 points out of 17. It is going to then send to Blackboard when it runs its refresh. I've gotten 1 point here. You got 0 points here. And it's going to put that score there. Again, please don't freak out. Make sure that you always know it's going to periodically refresh, and you have until the due date to complete and change that score for full credit. And then after the due date, you can do those for half credit. If you have any questions, like I said, shoot me an email. My email is lryb as in boy a@governorstate.edu. So I hope you have a good semester, and I will see you in class.